How's it going, YouTube?
James Phelps proud right now.
Sometimes you just need to turn to Jesus. Never heard it better said. Technology these days is just crazy, you guys. How fast everything moves is absolutely wild.
Guess what? Then he gets to jack you. Because then it's his turn. Hey guys, I just found an amazing digital marketing expert on Fiverr.
The company had its most effective campaign yet. The team continues hiring top-rated experts to this day. And Jerry, well, he wondered if his reaction was a bit much. It definitely was. For Walter today and starting off successfully.
Don't spend time on courses you've already taken. At University of Phoenix, prior eligible college credits can transfer with you. Transfer your eligible credits to the more important.
This page is crazy.
Here you go.
What's up? Making progress. Let's keep it going. I don't need this anymore. No matter what, every day's a chance to do better than you've ever done before. So somehow you got to kick yourself into gear. Turn it on, turn it up, and just do something. Do what you did before, but do it faster. Make more room for a more excellent version of yourself. Eventually, you'll go so much faster that you lap yourself. So imagine if your output was doubled and there were two of you. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's the goal. Go a little bit faster every day. A little bit faster every day. Do I believe in photosynthesis? Yes. It's not a religion. It's kind of a funny question. Never heard anyone say do you believe in photosynthesis before. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you. It just struck me. Pushing harder every day. Alright, settings. Stream. Get back on Twitch. Do you believe are hoverboards safe for the earth? Super duper safe. Super duper safe. Most likely. Oh, they sent me a text. Sorry, YouTube. 1 second. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Most likely it'll be safer than any other form of travel. Because the only way we're gonna get there is if we optimize sources. So is this the future for human transportation? Essentially, I think depending, hover might end up having hover everything. Just like we have smart everything, we get smart everything, hover everything. So got hover glasses, hover books, hover pillows. But yeah, I think it's gonna be an upgrade. I think kind of to human dimensionality, sort of. That's a way of saying it. I'm a poet, so I can play with words. The Clash, what's up? How are you doing? Good. Everything's good. Drop 2 more posts on here. Hover glasses. I don't know. I haven't even started on that. It's really discovering what hover is first, because the concept behind hover is going to end up, I think, meaning something about utilizing a little bit more of the fourth dimension. Right? We use the third dimension. And what does that mean, right? Because it sounds crazy when you say it like that. It's really just understanding material science a little bit better. What is the fourth dimension? It's time. So right now we design things sort of incompatibly with time, right? That's why things, even just on a basic level, erode, right? When you make something out of iron, you don't want it to rust. You just sort of can't think of a way to not make it rust. So how do we begin to design things for not just a sense of permanence, but like permanent compatibility with us, kind of. Would you see in different dimensions? Yeah, something like that. And maybe that would be the basis of it. Meaning, though, you might see not just what you need to see, or the 3 dimensions, but maybe you would augment that in order to predict, maybe through quantum or something like that. Maybe a short time window. Or maybe it just has to do with how the glasses fit on your face. That could be what makes it hover. Thank you guys for the 66 likes on TikTok. Appreciate that. Could next gen hoverboard of some sort be similar to rollerblades? It's very, 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 very funny you say that. Because rollerblades, to me, so far, there's this thing, if you look it up, it's called a rhino cart. And it's basically just a cart on top of rollerblades, from what I can see. There's one mechanism that they're using that I don't understand, which is whatever's stabilizing the platform, and I think that might be a key to some of my work as well. But yes, rollerblade wheels are kind of the closest to hover wheels. That's why they can, rollerbladers can go a little loud there, Jimmy. Rollerblades can go over just about anything. Somehow that the design of those wheels is so good. I'm thinking it has to do combination of elasticity and then maybe a rigidity from the thinness of the wheels. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into the science of that too much, but very insightful question. Very insightful question. Contribution, I should say. It's not really a question.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket and choose up to 4 NFL games to watch live at the same time with Multiview. Now only 8 payments of $34.50 per month for new users. Sign up now. Terms and embargoes apply.
Trying to get my schedule together. I think what I'm gonna start doing is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Big Olympics.
Oops. Getting long links here. The hover car is pretty fascinating in the very beginning of that, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that transforms. I like going live during the day because everyone's like at school, so it's kind of like an interesting. I feel like you just get to pop in really quick at school or at work. I have to find the people who are free during the day. I need more. Not that I don't mind people popping in. I like that too, but it's fun. It's an opportunity. All right. Let's keep it going. We got stuff to do. All right. I'd imagine a hoverboard would need strong energy output to compensate for the weight of the rider. Yeah, that's just about the biggest problem. But what's kind of interesting about that is that's kind of what skateboards kind of take care of pretty well. Um, so it's kind of interesting because it's like, okay, but when you stand on a skateboard, you wouldn't naturally expect it to really be able to move forward, especially as smoothly as it does. That's why so many people, the first time they ride a skateboard, they do that thing where they're just like, whoa, the board flies out underneath them because they haven't figured out how to center their center of gravity because of where the board is. Their center of gravity is somewhere around their waist, but on a board, you're connected all the way down at your feet. So you have to learn how to compensate for that and get your feet to basically stick to the board while you're moving, which you do by leaning forward a little bit, right? You can't stand the way you would normally stand. You're slightly, ever so slightly, leaning forward on the skateboard when you're riding around. And so you're leaning, and you and the board are both falling in gravity. Gravity's almost helping you at this point, and it's pushing at your back. And so, in that sense, skateboards are already a sort of anti-gravity.
Hello?
Trevor, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Trevor, how's it going?
How must the fifth dimension?
What would you say like the hardest dimension to get into is?
The hardest dimension to maybe understand? Maybe. I don't know. I think they're all equally hard. I think.
They're all equally hard.
Yeah, maybe the highest one. The higher you
I would
go,
argue that the third dimension's a very hard dimension to get out of, personally.
not so much. Time. Every time every second you're moving through the fourth dimension.
Alright, we gotta go, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
It's like portal.
That's funny. Good use of school time. Your teachers will be proud. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it freaking going. Non-stop, you guys. Nice one. Alright, I'm gonna do a couple reactions, film a couple reactions. Oh, no. Before I do that, I need to update some very important documents. Doing some updates to the logs for Time Machine. I thought I didn't really have anything here. Let's see if I have.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Jim, the camera master.
You got here like an hour ago.
Alright, so I would be skating that pool by myself before you guys got here, except I went surfing today. I went surfing. You remember when we went surfing in Japan?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is inside of home modules in the downtown.
We went to Japan for a trade show, and it is fucking full tight, man. I didn't surf at all yet. And neither did he. And the guys who brought us are like, yeah, come on, just paddle out, it'll be fun. And it's like, we got, oh, yeah, it was
Splashing so much you couldn't even see. So I'm paddling. It was like a 15-minute paddle across this bay to get to this point break.
There's like a mellow spot and gnarly spot, and they just sent us to our decks. We got fucking
Sounds like perfect conditions to go surfing.
It was so gnarly. I was with this guy. He's like, okay, let's paddle for this wave. Paddle for the wave.
Wow.
So gnarly, we go to drop it.
This is going to be interesting. We get to downtown.
Next episode will be surfing.
I think that was the last time I surfed.
I did some push-ups this morning.
That's impressive. Yeah.
shut down and sight to behold. Well, you don't spin five.
I do, I just hate that shit. Oh, wait, by the way, can we see your shoulder? Yes, right here.
Oh, you have to have it.
Henry
You
Gutierrez.
have to
Yes,
have a code to
Ventura.
get to downtown.
Mike Grassini, right?
Is it Gutierrez or Gutierrez? Gutierrez. Get out of here.
What else? No, who else? Not The
Decorations.
Rock. He's not fucking with me. Right? Tom Boyle. He's not
Paul's on the
trash man.
Yeah,
He's Pennsylvania though, isn't he? But not trash man.
yeah.
Alan Midget and Henry's brother.
Nice. Making progress. Like,
Turn your musical masterpiece into money. Start selling digital.
isn't it? There's a new time machine address now.
Introducing Gemini,
Not
Intuit,
just
AI that thoughtfully
the time
summarizes
machine.
conversations and helps craft professional responses, so you can stay ahead of that never-ending inbox. Make emailing the easiest part of your day with Gemini for Google Workspace.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that right there for you guys' own personal use of time travel.
The fork. Yeah, there's one right there. The pitchfork. Where's the fork? Where's your fork?
Cool. Like it's a perpetually time travel. Oh, it doesn't want to.
That's a real trick.
Time travel. Atomic travel.
I remember those shenanigans. Backhand five.
Alright, back to work. Yeah.
Backhand five. That's a real trick.
It was like 5 GC, he's like, new 5. And I had no new 5 until I was like 17, and I had to pull one out. And then the tail got 5. He's not Rams good. They're super good. Kid, like, I just had a back set there, and I was like, what? Yeah. No, we're just falling to those.
Addresses.
Lean the tail to front side to one grab it. I saw footage of you doing that. Yes, sometimes. That's the first time I've ever seen that variation. Because I wouldn't have.
The addresses are timeline addresses.
But hey, they were already popular for me.
I don't know. Coding a time machine is oh, that's a really good question. How would a hoverboard rider propel themselves in different directions? You know, I was actually just thinking about that yesterday. So that's one of the advantages of when I complete a full-size hoverboard that's not based off of a skateboard, especially because skateboards are really limited dimensionally. Really, we've actually kind of limited them to kind of one dimension, linear. We don't expect you to turn on a skateboard except by taking kind of weird action. So it's like you can lean, which is a very passive kind of turning. It's not really turning. It is turning. And then you can, you know, lift up. You can put pressure, which takes pretty good skill. You can like, you know, lift up the back of your board and then shift the whole thing and turn. But it's like, why can't you just like move to the side? I mean, you can slide, I guess, if you know how. But anyway, I think it's one of the big disadvantages, but it's also one of the big advantages. So it kind of really limits the errors that you can have as well, and allows you, in some sense, to have more dynamic control. So that's going to be a big issue. I'm not really sure. Haven't really discovered that. That's one of the reasons I invented something called the Hover Rain, which is a cable that you hold in your hand that connects to the front of the board. And that would be like the hoverboard version of a steering wheel, sort of. Because it's going to be a completely different kind of steering than we currently think about, though, but almost kind of like a scooter, unfortunately. But not that there's anything wrong with scootering. Just
Have you seen that footage?
Thanks, Joe, for sharing.
See Andy Mack tomorrow. What does the skating here would want to do?
Always got to go fast, guys.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I've worked with citizens.
All right, let's get back to 8.
I'm like,
Get
right?
over to
And
the
they're like, yeah,
pages.
there is. I'm like, well, he's not gonna fare well. I go, who is it? Some weird company, you know?
Thanks so much for the questions, bro, and for hanging out. I love the questions. I love the questions.
I'm like, I know dude from England, 50-some years old skating vert. Like, no way. And then sure enough, I don't want to keep young, and I'm like, England, Thomas from England? I'm gonna have to get Jeff Rowley in on this as an expert opinion here. So explain to the world how that works. How does that work?
If you have a mother or father that was born before 1984 in country, no matter where you're born, you're
just about to work with a UGC creator you found on Fiverr. But first, you'll
8
probably
number
have some
copy?
questions.
No, I don't think so.
User-generated
I want to
content.
move
Real
this
people making real
folder.
content for brands and businesses.
Every business?
Well, not pyramid scheme creators.
Why does UGC work so well?
Because content is authentic and more relatable than overly redact.
Give me one another reason.
Because customers trust people more than brands.
How much will it cost?
You can work with any budget.
Do they all make TikToks?
Nope. UGC creators know how to create
Wonderful,
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. They live on these platforms and know what works best.
Also MySpace?
Yes, if we were in 2003,
How fast can I get the content?
super fast. Some creators deliver in 24 hours, which is 4 hours in dog hours.
What if I don't like the content?
We're pretty sure you'll love it, but just in case, revisions
Get the
are
time machines out
Okay,
there.
so why am I still asking questions?
That's another question. Let's just get the UGC rolling on Fiverr.
Okay, here's a video of what fire looks like in zero gravity.
Oh, we have to send a code every 5 seconds. Pressure plates. Oh, you're being genius here right now. 7.
So I was born in the States because my dad was born in the UK.
That's how
Got it.
whatever.
Genius. Pressure plates that distribute energy to the plate with the most pressure to change directions. No. Genius stuff. You know, the pressure plates. It's funny you say that. Where is it? I have a prototype somewhere over here.
You want to choose Japan.
Right, exactly. So
That's a very hard country to qualify for.
everyone was going against Tom Char, so
This was an extremely crude, albeit extremely crude, prototype of my first sort of thing in that direction. So you can kind of see it. I haven't reposted in a while, but I made a full-scale hoverboard that was rideable. I made a few actually, but one of the ones that I made had one of these. A few of them actually had this, but I used it in different ways. But one of them, I used it as a plate. It's actually faced this way on the bottom of the board in the center. So when you land on it, of course there's a better way to design this though. I've used this for a few different kind of things, but the pressure would push through. Like, let's say we had like just a pressure pouch, and that pressure was able to be hydraulically transferred instantly somewhere else, maybe used for propulsion to keep the board moving. So in that type of way, yes, we can do something very interesting by using pressure plates at different temperatures. So imagine you turn the temperature up on a pressure plate before it's impacted. Or you use the pressure from another plate to heat up another plate that's going to get hit next. And then that plate now has even more pressure and you can use that. So that's definitely using pressure plates to distribute usable energy, especially in different. Once you start adding temperature to the pressure plates, now you're talking real anti-grav. But I think in combination with that, we also get some other things I'm working on, which vibrations basically. I think we have something very interesting going on here. Very interesting. Thank you, my guy. Let me make sure I give you a follow. I have to scroll up a little bit. I don't want to miss whatever you publish in the future because I'm sure you're going to be continuing some science of your own. Very exciting. Alright, let me keep it going here. Gotten some things done today, but we are by no means out of the woods.
Getting content from clients is a pain. It doesn't have to
One of the key components of time travel.
AI content collection.
Hey, what's up, man? Yes, of course I remember you.
Easy to get everything you need from your clients.
One of the key components of time travel is doing the right things at the right time. It's actually time mastery, truthfully. But doing incremental versions of that is time travel. So you can time travel to the moment you're in right now and do something that you weren't going to do. That's what decisions are. Now the question is, how do you become a better time traveler? There's only one answer. It's data. So the question is, how do you increase your data stream, learning? I would love, and how do you learn faster? Focus. How do you learn faster? Focus tools. That's what time machines are. Focus tools. The best time machines available to us right now. I would love to continue watching right now, but I'm at work, hopefully. Yes, no worries, man. It's during the day, I understand completely. It's not like the nighttime streams where, people can prop up their phones and grab a snack. Oh, that reminds me. I have breakfast heating up. I need to go grab that. Alright, back to work. So we have 3 teams on 8. Oh, 4 teams. Actually, now we have 5 teams on 8. There's 2 more registered. I haven't updated it yet, so link in the bio just shows 3 teams. But I'm gonna add the other 2 teams right now. And then also, if you want to register for a team, hit the link in the bio. You can register to be a player or a scientist. I need more players. People are registering as scientists. Only have places for 3 more teams, and then team registration is going to be shut down. And we're only going to be registering players unless one of the teams drops out, because I only want 8 teams. Have you been able to make a successful hoverboard yet? I've made a few complete hoverboards that I've ridden around, but nothing that flies, you know what I mean? So, but I still put them in the category of hoverboards. But I'm trying to make one that's good. That's the difference between a prototype and something you can use for yourself as a hobby and something that is available for purchase. You notice we don't have that many new products all the time, even though there's geniuses out there, because it's not that easy to make a physical product that people need. Man, that takes crazy stuff. I'm gonna get off real quick. I got an important call to answer, but I'll talk to y'all soon. you're still up? Guess I'll let you stay up. Have to make sure I don't get anything weird on that, but let's get back on TikTok. Miss you guys already. Okay, I'm on just chatting on TikTok. That's some out of here. That's some out of this world flavors. Alright, let's keep it going. Life is serious, you guys. Life is serious. Can't play around. Play around and play around with you. Which reminds me, if any of y'all need anything, check out the store. You know what I'm saying? Got any questions? Email me. We're going to build up bigger than Walmart. I'm going to be adding all kinds of products. In the next 1 year, all kinds of products to the store. I could just do a record of it technically.
One more try.
On Fiverr, you can find the perfect freelancer for your digital marketing. But you probably already know a guy who knows a guy who has a cousin who has a neighbor who can do it. Well, we also know a guy, David, a freelance digital marketer with tons of reviews, like this. We also know Kate, Carla, Shannon,
Quantum
and
soup,
Chris,
exactly.
experts in SEO, SEM, website promotion, and social media.
This right here,
Find
make you live
freelancers
long.
for a variety of services and boost your digital marketing today.
Ooh. Who else just? Oh no, just me. What? We have our first artist registered for a. Why am I not getting these responses?
I love being a chef, but working in someone else's kitchen.
Yes, I'm gonna have to talk to my interns. Let's see who was first, because I already said the first artist to, what does it say? I'm just one scientist. Though everyone, yes, just one scientist. This is sausage, chicken, and okra. It's a specialty, Creole specialty. I'm not Creole, but my wife is. So I said the first artist to register is going to get a cash bonus for their team, which means that the cash bonus is going to go to Team Quantum because they're the first team that the artist is going to get drafted to. So let's see who the artist is. I can announce it on here probably, even though they still need to fill out their.
What's up, Jeremy? What do we got?
Here it is, the first artist, the winner. Oh no, sorry. Technically, that was the first artist to register, but He's also registered as a filmmaker on this team. So he's going to get the cash bonus anyway, but he can't be registered as an artist and a filmmaker. Okay, there's a skater. Another skater. I thought I had an artist registered. Artist. Oh. Huh. I don't know if this person is real. It says their name is Dip. Well, that's what it is. All right. Let's go. Let's freaking go. My interns, yes, they're right behind me on every dimension. No. Hey, if I do disappear, it's your job. Fragrances, you gotta track me down. I need you to go Liam Neeson. All right. Spare no expense. Have mercy on nobody. Come get me, bro. Get the crew. Get the hoverheads. You can find them. Go through the comments. Message them all. Say hoverheads unite. I'm sure at least 50 will come out. I can't tell you what to do after that. Can't tell you. Thank you, bro. I believe in you. I believe in you. Need to download the responses. Sneezing it up. Man, I'm excited. I'm so excited for 8, you guys. Right now I'm working on my competition 8. It's what I got in the link in the bio. But dimension-wise, I'm working on 15th dimension. Is the biggest dimension I'm trying to crack right now, which is the dimension of topological gravity. So, or at least that's how I plan to model my anti-gravity, is by using the 15th dimension. Alright, let's go. Ooh, you gotta be fast in life. So much to do. If you're not moving quick, no matter what you're doing, you gotta move quick. Let me find out where these documents just got placed. Can't be in there because lots of people have access. Let's move this to here. Yes. Move this to here. Alright, cool. Can't answer that one right now. Too locked in. So the other team names. That one's already on there. The Machinists, announcing a new team, the Machinists. How good are you at physics? I'm not that good. I mean, I'm not that good. I'm alright. I understand a couple things. know what I mean? But
Bring your brand to life with targeted
there's a lot I don't understand. Although, I am starting to realize that
grow your business.
most physicists don't even understand all of physics. You know, they have very specific areas that they work on with. It's like they can comment on every area, sort of, but they have expertise.
Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all of the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities.
They definitely know more
Take
than
your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify.
Joshua.
Start your free trial today.
Seems like you're having a sort of brain malfunction. It's common these days because of media. I'm going to prescribe you the #1 solution: writing. You need to become a poet. See what you're doing right there? That's poetry. It's a haiku. It's a derivative. But if you want to get really good, you need to write 40 poems a day. Stop hanging out with whoever you're hanging out with, most likely losers. Yeah, again, you're just writing poetry. You're forcing me to read your poetry. And I'm not going to stop you, because this is a space for reformation. You're going to end up a little cooler than you were yesterday just by coming in here, because I'm giving you real knowledge and I don't care about your foolishness. So continue to write your poetry while I mentor you into success. 40 poems a day for 4 years straight. Until you do that, you won't be able to you need to flush all this out, and not in front of other people. What you're doing right now is it's a form of exhibitionism, because you're repressed. Write, you guys, just keep writing. Write. Sergio says very well. Yep, it's one of my specialties. The youth. I hope to bless you guys with a little bit more structure, just as I wish, I'm thankful for all the people who blessed me, although it was quite abstract. Different bands and stuff that I listened to, authors. The Fourth Dimension Rewrite. That's another new team on 8. So link in the bio if you want to be a player. We need artists. Guess what? All of you guys are artists here right now. All of you are artists. All of you are artists. So don't hesitate if you want to be an artist. We also need more filmmakers. We only have one filmmaker. We do have 2 skaters. That's what I'm doing. I'm just building out the teams from all the submitted forms. Of course, a lot of the people who registered for teams, I know that they're not actually. Yeah, dude. Link in the bio. Go to where it says player and register as a skater. Trust me, dude. I'm gonna make it dope. At the very least, you're gonna get a lot of shout outs on this channel. At the second least, there's gonna be some cash payouts. You know what I'm saying? So, at the very least, you're basically going to be like a low-level sponsored skater. And once it fills up, it fills up. So, we got 2 skaters. That means I only need 8 more skaters. Artists. That's the easiest one anybody can jump into. Scientist is also easy. Anyone can jump into that one. But it takes a little bit more work, because you're going to have to be the visionary of the team, which is a little bit more work. I'm telling you, I'm trying to make a competition that's the coolest thing ever. I just like the future. I want things to be more futuristic. That's it. I'm here for no other reason. Yeah, it's going cool. So, two skaters. Alright, I think that's everybody so far. I just need to update the actual web page. Let's do that. Eight is really about teams. It's really about the teams. That's the biggest part.
So, it seems that you disappeared from skating prematurely.
All
Your
right.
skills are still intact. I don't ever remember you getting hurt. I assume
Five
you kind of not
teams.
been around with that.
3 teams left to go. So if you are a scientist, hit the link in the bio. Go ahead and
And
register.
then you start ultimate fighting and whooping people's asses there. I mean, that's what happened to me, but I had no talent.
Oh yeah, it's going down for real. It's going down for real.
I had actually never built a website before, but Fiverr had exactly what I needed. For us to go from idea to market in 3 months was unheard of, and we could not have done it without Fiverr freelancers. Go to Fiverr.com and start scaling your business.
As an owner of Walton
Ooh, Team Quantum is the first complete team. Professor, how do you suggest quantum entanglement relates to other dimensions? Interesting. So currently, and this is very rough for my stuff, because really my hypothesis is just building on top of the framework of existing scientist work, right? Because I'm obviously not doing any experiments. So I'm not invalidating any. I'm doing experiments, but not that would invalidate anything that they're doing, and not repeatable experiments. So I guess they're not even really experiments, but it's just research. But right now, I correlate quantum entanglement to the ninth dimension, and I think it may have something to do with the tectonic plates on our planet and the concept of modules. So even like rooms in a house, all of that might be a ninth dimensional concept. Yeah. So that's kind of where I am on that. And so of course, if you're ninth dimensional, even to the quantum, it seems a little bit strange. But it's very very loose. Thank you, Blue. Yeah. I don't know what. It's not anything that could change the field right now. I wonder what GPT would have to say about that, but that's where I'm continuing my studies is assuming that, and I can look at some other correlations to the ninth dimension if you want to see some stuff. Oh, you know what? Actually, I haven't published it yet, so I could pull it up in my research guide. Let me do it. Just finish something real quick. You guys don't care. You don't care. Or do you want to know about that right now? Let me know. I can pull it up, but it's gonna take time. So only if you really want to see it. You're good on that? I want my grandkids to ride their hoverboards to school. Like, me too. Me too. That's the only reason I'm trying. I'm just like, you know what? It doesn't look like anybody else is going to. They're just. Oh, you want to get into it, Silver? I don't think anyone else is going to get into it really, because people just chasing their tails around. Can't. No motivation to be innovative. Right now, they got bills to pay, Netflix to watch. You see, even some of the biggest scientists of time, they're just talking about Lord of the Rings. They'd rather, because they're not using their imagination for their physics like they should. If you're gonna imagine something as a physicist, come on. So ninth dimension, these are different things that I think it's related to. Resistance might be a ninth dimensional concept as well. This might also explain why, although resistance traditionally blocks the flow of electricity in certain circumstances, quantum tunneling is possible. It might be that while resistance is a barrier, it's not a complete full barrier and more of a phenomena of modules, a barrier of modules. Shifting, I don't know what you can take from that right now. Right now, I'm calling the force of the ninth dimension the shift force. So take what you will on that. Emergence of the ninth dimension, crust. So the Earth's crust, which is why it's in tectonic plates, might be ninth dimensional. So you really have to get conceptual to kind of dive into some of my hypotheses. The concept of a lot of this is going to change though, so don't take everything with not just a grain of salt, but a vestibule of salt. Permanence, gas. Gas might be. I know that sounds kind of weird because, like, okay, gas is air, but it's kind of a fascinating thing. I don't know. I don't think I can get into it right now, but it might be that. Third dimensional matter, right? If you heat it up to a certain point, not everything, but most things, they'll do what? They'll melt, which is a sort of, it's another phase of matter. So liquid maybe is somehow related to the quantum. And then let's say you heat it up again, it turns into a gas. So what is a gas? A gas is solid with 2 times the magnitude of energy. I don't know. So anyway, that's just a way to think about why gas might be related to the ninth dimension. And then I think tau leptons. If you know what tau leptons are, there's electrons. There's 2 other types of electrons in the electron family. One of them is called a muon, which I relate to the 6th dimension. And then the other one is called a tau, T-A-U, discovered at some point in history. I don't remember. I'm not the one, but if you want to look it up, T-A-U, it's called a tau. And so I think tau, I haven't figured out how yet, but I think maybe taus are related to the ninth dimension and entanglement. I actually kind of want to ask ChatGPT about that right now. Have you tried working on quantum computers? No. I've worked on some theories relating computers and quantum, because I think all computers are based off of the concept of quantum, because it's electricity. Anyway, do you know what dimensions are, broski? It's actually a really interesting question. But yeah, I mean, as far as the basic dimensions, but what is kind of interesting to me is why do we have dimensions? Woo! Define quantum, man. So it depends what you're talking about. But if we're talking about quantum mechanics, they're talking about how physics works on the subatomic level. Why do I think they have dimensions? I think that dimensions are sort of bubbles of power moving throughout the infinity of everything. So let's say there's one infinite source of power, right? And then as that expands, through what mechanism, I do not know. But as that expands into different it goes through different dimensions. So its first expansion, might take it to the zero dimension, and that's a singular point. Then it's after it gets to two. I really don't know, but so it might be just a measure of distance from the original power source. And so, let's say everything like the Big Bang, right? So when the Big Bang happened, what happened after that? As things began, as the sequence of things happened, we started getting into, we had the plasma, and then we were able to get electrons, subatomic particles, as things expanded and cooled and got further, you could say, from that point. So I don't know. But obviously, it's such a crazy question, like, why do we have dimensions? What's your favorite fact about the universe? I don't know. That's a good question. The sun is really cool. Um, Time is really cool. He doesn't mean like physical alternate realities. Oh yeah. So that's one kind of definition of dimensions, like alternate dimensions. Yeah, I think when people say alternate dimensions, they kind of really just mean alternate realities, which is like a dimensional flip from our reality. But I don't. You got this, man. I know you'll break through. Been watching for a while, Leo. Thank you so much, G. It's a pleasure to hang out with the Hoverheads and even try. So, thank you. Thank you. And just being able to talk about some of this stuff is pretty crazy. I'm going to study physics at a university in a couple weeks. Any tips? Oh, that's gangster. You're going to be a physics major? What do you want to do with it? You do research and stuff like that? But anyway, suggestions. Have fun. Read a bunch of books. Oh, astrophysics? Yeah, man. No, just have fun, man, G. You're gonna be smarter than me in about a month, so come back and give me some advice. Para free. Kenyo, I asked about an interview earlier, but disconnected when you answered. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I think I had to get off. But definitely, yeah, anytime, my guy. Just email me, Kenyo at project4.tv, DM me, whatever. I'll see an email faster than a DM, but I'll see them both pretty fast. But yeah, man, have fun. What's the coolest part of physics? I think one problem with the physics, I don't know. I can't even really say. I think it's just dive all the way into it. Learn faster than anyone else because you don't realize how far ahead you are of everybody just by studying physics. Just stay in it and become the absolute best. Make friends with physicists. Do everything. Just dive into it because you can end up doing anything with physics. You can end up doing movies. You can end up doing anything with physics. Has the quantum force of the atoms compression? Has the quantum force of the atom's compression force an interdimensional glitch yet? I mean, if you think about it, because a lot of my hypothesis around time right now is focusing on atoms in particular, right? But it's like, okay, an atom is one thing, but why do... Where's that coming from? Oh, I must be watching my own Twitch somewhere. Why do... Can't tell where I'm watching it at. Why do changes, glitches in atoms result in our ability to have this dynamic, reality where we have molecules and all these other things, and then some atoms meet up with other atoms? Why do atoms do that? Why does the nucleus changing things like the number of protons or neutrons it holds, and why, if you change the proton, I mean, there's answers for these things, but I think essentially interdimensional glitches are exactly kind of what reality is, and atoms seem to play a gigantic part in that. Do you think we exist in a black hole? No, not really. I think yes, to a degree, because I think the reason why there's similarities is because that is the nature of nature in general. I think everything is a black hole and exists in black holes. Specific black holes are just higher concentrations of black hole than anything else. But it's just like, what we think about a black hole is really how other dimensions are affected by an overconcentration of black holes. So it's just like, like how light works. That's just how light works, So yeah, it's kind of the same thing as if we did live in a black hole, kind of. But yeah. I think that's why it's like, science is so crazy sometimes because so much of it is math. But thank you, Brandon. And math is actually way more fiction than anything else. The math itself is factual. It leads to a lot of fictional conclusions. Who do you think is the greatest scientist of all time? The greatest scientist of all time, probably Einstein, or some dude that we don't even know about from like 200 BC. What do I study? Mostly a lot of physics stuff, and then just whatever suits my fancy. Art, a lot of art, a little bit of music, not enough poetry. Alright, where was I?
Crooked Ryan and fell into no slide. He's trying to hold a crook. So no, he could personally do it better. So I'll give him one more.
Okay. Judge said one more.
A hand down, you get a retry. I know he could personally do it better.
Well,
so I'll give him one more.
I think that's it for today, you guys. Did a couple lives. Did one earlier, did one right now. This one was better than the first one I did. Live on Twitch now. This is a nice little morning session. Hopefully I'll get to do a really cool one with you guys tomorrow, because I'm going to be doing stuff different tomorrow, so I'll have a lot of time to be live in the afternoon and evening. So I hope you guys have a really, 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 really great day. Bro said Isaac Newton was the greatest scientist over here. But anyway, hope you guys have a really, really, really great day. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for being Hoverheads. Peace.